Hello, Mukesh. Welcome to the
Yeah,
show.
yeah. Hi, Archana. Thank you so much. So
Thank you.
glad to be here.
Yeah, so fortunate to have an opportunity to have conversation with you today. So let me just introduce you. You are an executive coach, mindfulness practitioner and trainer, and you're a community builder. And you help CXOs and startup builders to manage their emotions, right?
Yes, right.
Great, great. So, can you elaborate on what do you do currently?
Uh, so, recently three of us have come together. Three of us coaches have come together. We have formed an organization called 3C Coaching and Consulting,
Mm,
and we work with corporates and SMEs mostly
mm,
to help their leaders. So we have a few products that we market to these organizations.
mm,
Uh, One such program is called Wellspring, where we do visioning and goal setting and bringing the teams together. It's a one-day program that we do, a kind of a workshop. We also have a group coaching program called ALP, Amplifying Leadership Persona.
okay.
So what we have found is that while one-on-one coaching is beneficial, for some organizations it could be more expensive and could be more beneficial if they bring a few people together, and
Mm,
then as a part of ALP we coach one of them in front of others, and we try to get the benefit of both one-on-one coaching as well as group coaching.
wow.
So these are some of the programs that we offer.
Mm,
And I also offer as a person some kind of pro bono coaching services, mostly to a few NGOs and
mm,
students. So
wow.
that's what I'm occupied with at this point of time.
That's so noble. And how has your journey been from head of workforce management in Wipro to consultant to being associate coach to also executive coach and now being the founder of 3C coaching and consulting?
I would say, more a journey of self-awareness, self-development. Uh, I like to say that perhaps getting into the field of coaching
Mm,
has made the maximum transformation in myself.
wow.
Uh, and it has allowed me to know my strengths, my weaknesses. And I think because I know myself better, I find it easier to now communicate with others better.
Mm,
It has also allowed me to meet thousands of people across the world. And so that has been a great opportunity to meet people. Uh, so I think the journey has been fabulous, and no regrets at all.
right. So you were working with Wipro, and how did you get into coaching?
Actually, accidentally while browsing, this was way back in 2000, 2001. I
Mm,
came across a website called Coachville.
okay.
And at that point of time, the president of that organization was called Mr. Thomas Leonard. And later on, I came to realize that, he's called the father of coaching. So I had no idea about coaching at that point of time. But I got the opportunity to interact with Mr. Leonard, and then came to know about this coaching at that point of time. So I came to know about a few competencies. Then I started using them in my work life, and I found them to be very, very powerful.
Wow.
My interaction with my team, my colleagues, uh, they improved drastically. So I knew that this coaching was very, very powerful. And then around 2011, 12, I was in Bangalore and I got an opportunity to be trained in person.
Mm,
Most of the time till then, any training on coaching used to be virtual. And at that point of time, virtual was not video. It was more telecalls.
ah,
You got to listen to calls over phone.
mm,
Uh, So I got this opportunity to attend a in-person training program in Bangalore. So that is when I joined, and then I came to know about ICF, and I got myself certified in 2012. I guess that's how I came across in the world of, certified coaches.
Yes, it's interesting to know that. And which one do you like more, coaching or mentoring?
I guess, both have their own place. I feel, there are times when you need coaching and there are times when you need mentoring, and I'm comfortable with both. But given I got, choice, I prefer the coaching part more, probably because, I feel it is more powerful and more beneficial for the individual. Coaching allows the person to know himself better and equips himself to handle himself well, in his life, in his career. Uh, so that benefit stays with him forever. Mentoring is like, I can give some advice, I can open some doors, perhaps more transactional, is my view. So I would anytime prefer coaching over mentoring.
Nice. And how, as an advice to new budding coaches, how do you create impact with coaching?
I think the coaching process forces the individual to think. I think that's the biggest benefit. The coachee, as we like to call the individual, the coachee gets the opportunity to look at herself with new perspective. And once that awareness comes, new actions emerge. And then the coachee starts seeing the impact of those actions. Right. And she can get excited by those results and then take more actions. And I guess that's how the impact comes with coaching. But in the end, it is the responsibility of the coachee to take those actions and see the impact.
Right. And it's also more powerful when it comes from them rather than an external advice, right?
Absolutely. So that is what, coaching doesn't work if the other person doesn't want to change.
Yes.
So it has to be from within.
Right. And coaching is generally one-on-one or group coaching of 6 to 8 people, right? How do you impact a large scale of people with coaching?
See, while I may look at it as one to many, the person who is attending, for that person, it is only one, right? Yes. So I like to believe that, more than the coach, it is like, the coach, I think. So let me put it this way. In the beginning of my career, I used to think that I can help people. Now I realize that I cannot help people. Only people can help people. So only the person can help himself or herself. I can only, show the way. So it is more like, you taking it rather than me giving it. Right. So irrespective of whether you are in a group, you are reading or you are attending a coaching session, it is up to you how much you want to take from that session. So if you are ready to take it, then how many other people are there hardly matters. Yes. You will take whatever you have come for. So if I go with that philosophy, then I think how many people are there on the other side doesn't matter. So there are models where, people talk to 100, 200 people in a group setting. And there are people who have got benefited out of that. So it need not be only 6 or 8 people. Right. And the second thing is, in a closed setting of 6 to 8 people, when you coach, people don't only learn from the coach, they also learn from the perspectives of the others. Yes. So that becomes very, very powerful. Right.
And looking back at your coaching journey, what were the initial hurdles that you faced when you just started coaching?
Oh, I think the The first major hurdle is about self-doubt. How can I really, do something? And, am I capable of making a difference in somebody else's life? And as you can see, in coaching, you just talk, right? It's most about, having conversations. And through conversations, you bring in that change. So obviously, a lot of self-doubt in the beginning, a lot of mistakes. And as you grow along, we say that, after every session, we do a self-reflection. We try to analyze this session, what went well, what did not go so well. We learn from it. And then I guess, you become better as time passes on. The second, I think, hurdle is that you don't know how to get paid clients. So not enough business, not enough clients. And that can really, make you feel quite bad. So I guess these two were the major challenges that I faced when we started.
Right. And could you shed some light on how did you overcome some of the powerful tools that you used to overcome?
So one is, I feel more we coach, better we become. Secondly, there are so much to learn. And in the coaching world, there is, some webinar or some session happening almost on a daily basis. There are tons of reading materials out there. So like others, I attended many of these programs, attended conferences, read a lot of books, interacted with a lot of, some senior coaches. And then you learn about different aspects of coaching, practical aspects. And I think you start getting that confidence that, you are becoming better. And so I would say, as much of coaching as one can do. And in terms of business, I think it is always a challenge. You can never say that, I have reached there. So it's a constant work. But there are certain organizations with whom you can get yourself empaneled and you can get businesses through them. So they take care of the business part of the coaching, and I can take care of the delivery part of coaching.
Right.
So that makes it kind of a win-win in terms of me focusing only on coaching and not really worried about the business part of it. So I am now empaneled coach of a few organizations, and I guess that helps in bringing in the required number of clients.
Right. Okay. So for an aspirant ACC or PCC, how do we get to know these coach aggregators or?
So LinkedIn is full of them. You Google and they are full of them. It has become a major model of coaching these days. And even in India, there are many available, not just coaching aggregators, even the top, big consulting companies, a lot of big HR organizations, they offer coaching as a service these days. And most of them do not have internal coaches. Excuse me. So they always have external coaches empaneled with them. One just needs to reach out to them and get oneself empaneled based on your own choice in terms of which area you want to work on.
Right.
So I guess there are ample number of organizations available out there offering businesses for empanel coaches.
Okay. Does anything come on top of your mind? What are the few things that we can reach out to?
In terms of organization names?
Coach aggregators where we can get.
Yeah. See, if you look at internationally, I think one of the top names today is Better Up. There's an organization called Better Up. Another one I know of is Coach Hub. For senior coaches, there is an organization called Coach Source.
Okay.
there's an organization in Israel called Growth Space.
Okay.
And in Bangalore, I was part of an organization called Mentoring Matters.
Mm-hmm.
So these are some that come easily to my mind. But I also know that, organizations like E&Y, PwC, they also have MPanel coaches.
Mm-hmm.
There are a few startups that have come up in India itself who has needs for MPanel coaches.
Okay.
I think the best way is to be available in LinkedIn. And if that keyword of coaching is available, I think people reach out to you.
Okay. I think that's been a very good sum up of everything that I wanted to ask. Is there anything you want to say which can add more depth to our
Yeah. So for budding coaches, what I have, see, as coaches, I think we only want to coach. But you cannot coach if there are not enough clients.
Right.
And if you want to coach only for the satisfaction of making an impact and are not worried about any financial aspect, then I guess it is okay. But if you want to look at it as a viable alternative to a job, then you also got to earn money while coaching.
Right.
So my suggestion is that we should look at it as a business and always think of coaching as one part as business in terms of client acquisition, and the second part is of delivery. Most of the coaches, they focus on the delivery part of it. So we attend a lot of training programs to become better coaches.
Right.
I don't think we spend too much of time in becoming better marketers. And so my suggestion is that unless we focus on both, it may not be a viable career option.
Right.
So while getting into it full time, one needs to be very sure how I am going to get those clients. And if that is not clear, then just becoming a great coach may not allow you to earn the income that you want to earn. So that's what I would like to share.
Wow. Yeah. Great.
And one more point that I would like to share is I know that there are tons of people out there who need help. And while people may say that there are a lot of coaches available, I still feel there are not enough coaches available to help the millions of people out there who require help from coaches. I think it is up to us how we come up with come up with our own products, come up with the strategy required to be visible to these people so that they can get the benefit of taking that service from us. The business is out there. It is up to us how we reach out to them.
Okay. So what you're saying is you have to be, while you're working at being a better coach, you also have to look at the strategy that you have of content creation and making the funnel and getting the right people to sustain your business, because only when you have clients can you make an impact. Right.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Yes. Great. Really insightful and helpful tips for the budding coaches. Thank you so much for your time, Mukesh, and I hope to see
So
you.
Archana, thank you so much for inviting me today. It has been my pleasure. Hope to be in touch with you.
Sure, very much. Thank you so much, Mukesh.
Okay, thank you. Bye-bye.